Hey again, and welcome to the Stock Dork, your ultimate source for the best stock market trends and investment opportunities on the internet. The electric vehicle market has been all the rage in recent years. As we shift gears towards a sustainable future, EVs are leading the charge, offering a pot of gold for savvy companies in this sector. Now, there's a new name buzzing on investors' radar: Mullen Automotive, ticker MULN. This rising star in the EV space is sparking interest with its state-of-the-art technology and bold growth strategies. But here is the million-dollar question. Is Mullen stock a clever pick for penny stock enthusiasts eager to ride the EV wave? Mullen Automotive, a brief history. Mullen Automotive, hailing from sunny California, is an American electric vehicle manufacturer committed to making EVs accessible to both commercial and consumer markets. But here's the thing, Mullen Automotive isn't a new player in the EV game. Far from it. You see, Mullen has been around since 2014. The company was born out of a tactical alliance between Coda Automotive and Mullen Motor Cars, the brains behind the Mullen GT, the first electric supercar to hit the market in 2007. This merger joined Coda's economic expertise with Mullen Motor Cars' technological might to forge Mullen Automotive, under the leadership of CEO David Michery. Throughout the years, the company has stayed relevant in the EV space through strategic acquisitions and synergistic partnerships. One of those partnerships is the acquisition of a controlling stake in Bollinger Motors, a Michigan-based startup that crafts fully electric commercial vehicles. This move bolsters Mullen's standing in the blossoming EV market, as it eagerly awaits the launch of its own car, the Mullen 5. Mullen's business plan is clever, using both its partners' resources and its own innovative tech to create a line of appealing electric vehicles. Mullen's strategic prowess is evident in its partnership with John 2 Motors to produce the Dragonfly K50. This alliance not only highlights their innovative spirit, but it also sets the stage for Mullen's next big move. Riding this wave of strategic partnerships, Mullen is experiencing a surge in orders. For instance, its subsidiary, Mullen Advanced Energy Operations, is working on a big $680,000 contract awarded by the District of Columbia. The University of North Carolina, Charlotte is back for more EV cargo vans, demonstrating the demand for Mullen's products. And the evidence of this demand doesn't stop there. The company is also fulfilling a whopping $68 million order for 1,000 electric vehicles from Randy Marion Automotive Group. Capitalizing on this demand, Mullen's competitively priced vehicles have carved a niche for themselves in the EV market. This savvy pricing strategy has not only made them a top choice for electric cargo vans, but it's also facilitating their expansion into other cities. It's working with Henry Automotive to create a small urban utility delivery vehicle EV, made just for European countries like Germany, Spain, the UK, and Ireland. Mullen has also teamed up with Newgate Motor Group to market, sell, and service these vehicles. Based mainly in the UK and Ireland, Newgate will help kick off this launch. But here's the problem: MULN stock hasn't been as successful as we hoped. In fact, it's had quite a few rough days. Mullen stock dilemma. In March, Mullen hit a 52-week low, falling below a mere 0.9 cents per share, casting a dark cloud over its NASDAQ market listing. Not long ago, the company announced a reverse share split of 1-25, which sadly hasn't led to any increase in the stock price. This move was an attempt to keep Mullen's NASDAQ market listing, but the stock price has fallen from $2.50 per share to around $1.37 per share. Investors are worried, fearing that prices may keep falling, maybe even going below $1. Despite this grim picture, some optimistic investors are still counting on Mullen as a possible winner in the EV market. The company has already launched 2 commercial EV models that qualify for the new US federal tax credit. It's also working on a third model, the Mullen 5 electric SUV, for everyday consumers. But here's the twist. There are a few reasons why MULN might not be the best choice for investors looking for EV penny stocks. Firstly, Mullen Automotive has a history of raising a lot of money and spending it without making much in return. Even though the company has successfully launched 2 of its commercial EV models, its main project, the Mullen 5 electric SUV, is still in development, with no end date in sight. This suggests that MULN could keep losing money over the next few years as it waits for this potential moneymaker. Its financial reports suggest that Mullen only has about $68 million in free cash flow, which is hardly enough to fund the research and development of its new EV. The company will need to find more money to fund this project, and it seems like the shareholders might end up paying. This brings us to the second big problem for MULN: diluted shares. MULN has a history of raising funds by offloading common shares and preferred stock at prices that water down and undermine the position of existing shareholders. After its reverse share split, the company has recalibrated its share value and count and is now in a position to issue more shares. Mullen Automotive is likely to use these shares to drum up funds for its projects. Given its track record, Mullen might end up burning through this cash without boosting the underlying value of the company. A ballooning number of outstanding shares will dilute the value of each existing share and exert downward pressure on the stock price. Moreover, the EV market isn't going to wait for Mullen to iron out its kinks. Mullen is up against fierce competition from established giants like Tesla, Ford, and General Motors, as well as rising EV makers like Rivian, Lucid, and Fisker. While there's always a slim chance that MULN might stun investors with a game-changing product or partnership, the odds seem stacked against it. Other EV penny stocks are also on investors' radar, like Nikola, for instance. Just like MULN, it's been on a downward trend, but there are also companies like Arrival. Arrival has weathered its fair share of storms, but its stock prices skyrocketed when it announced plans to merge with Kensington Capital Acquisition V. EV startup Canoo is also generating buzz as its stock price shot up following the news that Canoo had secured a manufacturing facility in Oklahoma. So, is Mullen stock worth buying? Given the current risks and uncertainties clouding the company, it might not be the best move for most investors. While the stock could hold some speculative appeal for those who love living on the edge, it's hardly a safe harbor for those in search of steady long-term returns. So that's a wrap for today's video. What's your take on MULN stock and its future prospects? Do you agree with our analysis? Let us know in the comment section below. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, you don't want to miss our next video. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you next time with another high-octane stock talk from the premier YouTube source for the most thrilling stock market trends and investment opportunities on the web.